Hey, thanks for joining us today. We're going to talk for a few minutes about seasons. You know, your life is not just one block, but it's a series of seasons. The Bible puts it this way in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. It says, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under the sun." Nothing in life is permanent. Good times aren't permanent. Bad times aren't permanent. Sickness isn't permanent. Everything in your life comes and goes in a season. The important thing is to figure out what season you're in and learn how to get the most out of that season. Now, if you're in the spring of your life and you're looking to harvest, you're in trouble because you don't harvest in the spring. You harvest in the fall. And just like in natural living, there are seasons. There's spring, there's summer, there's fall, there's winter. In our lives, there's the same things. There's these different seasons where God is teaching us different things. And so this morning or this evening, whenever you're watching this, I hope you'll understand that you're in a season and God has a purpose for that season. There's a time for it. There's a purpose for it. And the purpose is for you to learn everything that God has for you in that season. If you're in the spring, it's a time of planting seeds. Maybe you're planting seeds of love. Maybe you're planting seeds of kindness. Maybe you're planting seeds of anger. You know, everything in life is a seed. It comes back to you. Eventually you harvest all of these seeds that you plant. So maybe God's got you planting or replanting some seeds. Perhaps you've planted a lot of bad seeds in your past. And you know, you just want to start over. You know how you start over? You start over by planting good seeds. You plant love. You plant kindness. These are the things that you want to plant so that you will have a harvest for them later on. Now, purpose is so important. We hear so much in our culture today about having a purpose in our life and a destiny for our life. Well, you know, the purpose of your season is very important. Are you in college? Are you being educated? Are you in high school, going to school, getting ready to go to college? Find out the purpose and don't try to live in another season. Don't try. Do you remember when you were young and you say, "Man, I just can't wait till I grow up"? You know, when you were 15, you couldn't wait to be 21. When you were 21, you couldn't wait to be 25 or 27. Then all of a sudden, you got to about 30 years old and you said, "Man, this isn't all it was cracked up to be," because you were looking at another season that you weren't in. Enjoy the season that God has you in. Enjoy and learn from the season that God has you in, because He's going to use it as a building block to the next season. Now, remember this, that no matter how hard the season you're in right now is, it is not a tombstone. It's a stepping stone for the next season. There's nothing that God can't take and work out to better your life. Romans 8:28 says, "For all things work together for good to them that love the Lord and to those that are the called according to His purpose." All things. Not just some things. All things. All things means sometimes even bad things work out for our good when we give them over to God and when we realize that this too is going to pass. I remember when I was in school to become a minister, and I couldn't wait to get to the first church. And you know, then when I was in the first church, I couldn't wait to maybe, you know, get to a bigger church. And you know, you always thinking ahead and jumping ahead. But God wants you to enjoy and relax in the season you're in and appreciate what He's doing in that season, because what He's doing is getting you ready for the next season. God sees the beginning from the end. Your life is a series of seasons, and He sees that beginning from the end. You might think, "Well, I have no idea where this is going." Well, God knows exactly where it's going. He knows exactly where He wants you to go, and He already sees you there. But you have to take the steps. Steps of obedience, steps of hope, steps of faith. My friend, be encouraged. God's got a plan. You're in it. You're in a season right now, whether it's a hard season, a good season, it's not going to last forever. Be ready to just go on with God. God uses seasons so that we don't get too comfortable in one place. But our security is not in a place. It's not in a season. Let your security be in the God of the season. Let your security be in God Himself. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. Be encouraged. Don't fret. This too will pass. And remember, no season is a tombstone. They are all stepping stones for the destiny of your life. God bless you, and have a great day.